Hello everyone and welcome back to the Janky Skies of Bentley. Welcome back everyone and hope you guys are indeed still having a wonderful holiday season. Our power generation is looking quite well and I've set up some stuff from the last episode. Apologies that things are so sporadic as always. It's just that time of year, so hopefully you guys understand. We'll get back to it, and I promise we'll be getting through this a little bit more in the future. But for now, I want to show you guys, I went ahead and got this set up. So I went ahead and slowed this down by going from a smaller gear to a larger gear, but what I had to do is I had to rotate this in such a way I had to do an extra to make sure that this flowed the way that I wanted it to flow. So I went ahead and already double check to make sure this actually works, and well, guess what? It does. It actually works. Who would have thought? So we have the ability to get ourselves some diamonds now. We have just a very basic setup, something very easy and simple to just use for the moment. And for now, let's go ahead and grab the So that's where that went to. I was wondering where that guy went. That's a really good hopper, by the way. I'm just wanting to point that out. So I've also noticed that if you control Q too much, like on an empty slot, it'll start going and using those on that portion of your hotbar. So that is the reason why I'm being very slow and cautious about this. But as you can tell, there we go. Done. And we can go ahead and smelt some of this up if we so wish. But we got some prismarine, we got lots of diamonds, we got more redstone now, and some emeralds. So we should be set up ready to go for a bit. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and smelt up real quick these guys here. Bismuth and zinc. Let's see how well this works. I don't know if I've actually done this yet, but we might as well do it just so that we have it. I don't even think I have this set up on our drawers yet, so we probably want to go ahead and check those out here in just a second. So Christmas time, obviously, we're seeing our Christmas chests, which is beautiful. All right. And I'm a little low on food at the moment. And I've been trying to swap up to eat a bunch of different foods. So this time around, we're going to have ourselves some golden carrots. As you see here, it says not eaten, or not yet eaten. What does it taste like? Well, let's find out. Let's go ahead and just craft up 8 of these because we don't want to expend our gold too much. Ooh. Wait, is F7 on? I think F7 might be on, which is the reason why we saw that particle effect. But the more different types of food you eat, assisted in adding hearts. The different types of food you eat will give you more and more hearts. So, never a bad thing, right? So what do we got? Lead, nickel, silver, copper. Yeah, I don't think we have the other 2 ores on our system here yet, which is zinc and bismuth. Which I also do not know if it would work well to put them on these down here. So we're just going to go ahead and do this for now. We'll just put our bismuth and our zinc down there. So there we go. Looking pretty nice. Now today I want to get started into something a little different. We've been kind of focusing on last episode, getting ourselves a little bit of power. Was a little disappointed in this. But we might actually do a little bit on that real fast because we have some resources now that we can actually play with and utilize to get us maybe some better power generation for our jetpack. So let's go ahead and take a look at that charging station that we wanted to use in the last episode. We'll go ahead and craft this guy up, and let's check it out. Hey, look, a spooter. Oh, I don't have F7 on. That's interesting. Oh, I thought I did. Nice and easy kill. Alright, let's go ahead and pop this guy down. There's another one? Why are there so many spiders? Anyways, so we have the ability. Oh, we're seeing our charging station being filled up currently. Now it is nighttime, and if we take a look at this, this is draining rapidly. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick to make it day, so our power generation continues working. We probably, let's go ahead and move our bed, actually. Yeah, we'll move our bed over there. It's not a big deal. Let's go ahead and do that, because this is going to be our new workstation. I still love this nice open area here. But this is going to be our build for now, so we might as well go ahead and bring our bed over, because why not? I probably need to go ahead and fix the floor. This is probably bothering some people. I know it's probably kind of bothering me a little bit in the inside as well, as that does not need to be open anymore, so let's go ahead and take care of that. As far as the lighting's concerned, we'll work on that soon. How is this looking? Okay, so as you can tell, we got some power coming in into the charging station. Not looking too horrible. We really... Oh, there he is. That's what it was. I didn't light this up out here. That makes sense. Good job. Hey, look at me. I'm so smart. So anyways, we got our power gen. This is our small solar panels. We got our... Oh, I see. Okay. Well, it's not like a massive amount of power, but it's doing a pretty decent job. I mean, it's coming in spurts, which is really strange. As you can see, the numbers just kind of fluctuating here and there. It's quite strange. Probably just some stuff in 1.14, but we can go ahead and let this build up some power. It looks like this thing's going to hold probably about 1 million RF, which is also FE, which stands for Forge Energy. I think it kind of all works the same, if I'm not mistaken, so it's 1-to-1. But we got our power coming in. This will hold our 250,000 as well, so we have about 1.25 million storage capacity at the moment in total if we're using this to charge things up, like our jetpack. Let's go ahead and check and see if that is indeed the case, which it is. Look at that, and it's actually charging pretty quickly, which is very nice. So we can actually charge our jetpack now, which is great. We have some passive power generation, so we don't have to worry too much about wasting coal or anything anymore. Which, honestly, let's go ahead and pull that over here because it's really not the worst thing in the world. Now that's going to connect up to that. Here, let's just do this for now. I know it does not look pretty. I completely understand. It does not at all. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and grab a stack because we have a lot of coal. And I'm not too worried about holding on to that for now, so we'll just go ahead and toss these guys in there and let them go ahead and start transferring the power over into the charging station as well. That way we can actually charge our things up a little bit faster. So there we go. That is kind of the things that I wanted to finish up in the last episode besides what we had down below. And today, what I want to do is, let's jump into here, clear this out, and let's go ahead and type in alchemistry. So this is a mod that I would really like to jump into, and there's a good way of getting a lot of resources with just using this mod alone, which is very nice. As you can see, it shows you here that Chemical Dissolver only requires about 100 FE per tick, the Combiner 200 FE per tick, which is not insane, and then I believe that is for it to be constantly running. So let's start off with the Chemical Dissolver. We're going to need 2 pistons, a magma block from the nether, and 6 iron ingots. So it's definitely not too rough on us, for sure. But let's go ahead and grab some planks. We will need probably, let's do 8. Let's go ahead and start off with 8 of those. And chemical... We'll just type that in for now, and there we go. Our very first Chemical Dissolver. And we can also use the Chemical Combiner, which will need a piece of obsidian, a diamond, and a piston with 6 iron as well. Let's go ahead and craft one of those also. And we got a few more energy cables left that we can actually utilize with our power, but it's all being drained into that at the moment. So maybe we need to think about maybe a dedicated power source for these guys, which might be something like setting up some solar, maybe... I'm thinking, but these don't seem to be too bad. Useful for charging LF capacitors and remote systems with low consumption. The internal charge pump circuit accumulates frequently, transfers RF. Production depends on time of day and the weather. Oh, well that's even cooler. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and craft up 2 of these, because if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to do that just fine. And it looks like we are practically out of nether quartz, so I'll have to go pick up some of those. Hopefully we can get some fortune on our Paxel soon. We need to start killing some mobs over there very soon so we can start getting some fortune set up, which would be glorious for the nether. I think that would be a really good idea, actually. Hold on a second. Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, apologies for the interruption, but I am back, and, well, it's still going off. It's fine, don't worry about it. So we need a way of transferring items. Now, one of the other ways that we can actually consider doing this is probably, do we have like item anything? Let's see, does item core, item collector, trash void. I was wondering if cyclic had it, because cyclic generally did have it in the past. Extends the output range of item shifters along the line of chutes for safe decoration. Well, I mean, this is one of those things, like you have a bunch of mods that you're not familiar with, and you're wanting to look into it. Now, we could use things like create to do this for us. We can also set up a system with this to where we store our cobblestone inside of here that transfers. In fact, I kind of like that idea a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, we're going to grab our existing cobblestone generator, and the cool thing is we can grab the entirety of this chest, or this drawer here. It'll actually store the contents inside of it, which is even better. And we're going to go ahead and grab this lava, and the water should be fine there for now. Let's just pick up this guy. Okay, good. Just making sure everything picks up appropriately. I want to make sure we leave our other system there. Now, there's a way to automate that in the future, and I'll show you guys that, I'm sure. But for now, everything should be fine. We just need to find a place to set this up. Now, I might do... Can we set this guy up to do different... Oh, we can. Oh, that's even better. Yeah, we might want to make a few of these then. Alright, let's go ahead and do block breaker. Let's make up like 2 more of these bad guys. Alright, so we're going to need 2 of those. We're going to need some tripwire hooks, which, gosh, I love this so much that it can't even pull in any type of wood that I have in my system. It's so great. I love that. Gosh, that is so obnoxious. It's fine. This is 114 for you at the moment. Just put it in our inventory for the time being, I suppose. Do something like this to get 4 of those made. And besides this, we need the dispenser, so we need a couple bows. We should be able to make those easily. 2 dispensers, and we're going to need the stone shovels, as well as our mossy cobblestone slabs that we have already made. And there we go. Presto. We have 2 more block breakers. Now let's go ahead and grab our extra levers we're going to need. And let's go ahead and hype this guy up. Let's go ahead and set up some trapdoors. We'll go ahead and use spruce in this case because we have a larger number of these. And yeah, we got to figure out where we're wanting to put this again. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get our storage drawer out of cobblestone here. And I think what I want to do is let's go ahead and pull this out. Let's unlock this. And we'll just kind of put this somewhere else for the time being. Key. Okay. Or you just don't worry about it, and I'll just type in @drawer and pick it up that way. Gosh, man, there's just so many little things you just take advantage of here, you know what I mean? Is there no way I can get rid of that now? So that's just locked in there, period. You won't even let me pull it out. Oh, there we go. That was weird. That was extremely strange. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and take this. Let's see if we can connect this downstairs underneath. Maybe something... Ooh, we'd have to put it like there, wouldn't we? Oh man, this might be a little bit of a challenge, I see. This very well could be a challenge. Okay, well, for the time being, I think it'll be fine, but I want this kind of out of the way. Now, the thing is, we can actually move this later. It is not a big deal. So we'll just go ahead and attach that down. That should be perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and lock it to make sure that, hey, that is our cobblestone. And let's go ahead and grab a couple of these upgrades that we have currently already made, and let's go ahead and apply them nice and easy. There we go. So that should allow us for a lot more storage, a stack limit of 512. So we can store up to quite a bit of cobblestone now. All right, let's go and put that away. And let's set up our brand new cobblestone generator. Now, I'm thinking we're probably going to want to go ahead and put this downstairs for the time being. And probably over on this side, just kind of out of the way. And we're going to build this up a little bit with some extra nether brick. So let's grab some of this and let's do a little bit of work, like, say, for instance, right about in here. And we'll go ahead and jump up here. We'll go ahead and give this guy a little bit of a, you know what, let's do a little bit of a different brick so that way we know the difference. Stone brick sounds like a good idea because I want to be able to say, hey, that this is where if we ever want to move this so we can keep the shape that we have, I want to be able to know that I can actually move that. So let's go ahead and do this for now. You can tell we got a nice little three wide area here, which this is probably a bit much. We only need like a 3 by 3. We need a space underneath as well so we can actually access this. And that is kind of the plan here. So let's go ahead and do something like this for now. We will also go ahead and use our block breakers and, okay, that didn't place right. So we'll do this instead. So these are a little finicky, it seems. It looks like a jump place will actually get those to work appropriately and place right. So we don't really need those guys there anymore. And let's just go ahead and get rid of this as well. Just to make this nice, clean, and simple. There we go. That looks pretty nice. That don't look too bad. Maybe some stairs up to this as well. Probably wouldn't look the worst. And we want to make sure that there's no wood. Let's put the water on this side, which we should be able to do this. Okay, we're going to need more water. More water, which means we might need a little bit more lava as well. Now, I am a little worried about one thing here, and that is the fact that I'm kind of unsure if the lava might be close enough to the drawers or maybe they will burn. And I am hoping that is not the case. So let's hope for the best on that. This should be enough for us to get what we want. Now, is that my lava over there as well? I think this is my lava, right? Yeah. That is our tank. So we should be able to have a little bit of lava in there to fix this up. So let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to pick up this guy. We're going to put that guy there. That's going to create our infinite source of water in the center. And here we go. Let's go ahead and check out with one bucket of lava first. Perfect. So that is all you need to do. And there you go. You have your very own wonderful looking... Well, how am I going to... Will these work through? Oh, it does. Nice. Even better. Oh my gosh. That is great. Okay, so now we need to figure out how we're going to extract out of these. So let's go ahead and use a little bit of stuff from Simple Storage Network now to make that happen. At Simple. So we're going to need some more network cables. We'll go ahead and get those crafted up real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we're always going to need extras of these. So we might as well make plenty of those. And then we have the import cable. So let's go ahead and grab this guy. We're going to need a regular hopper as well. With our wonderful Christmas things here, as you can see. And then we're going to go ahead and craft up these. Now, I got plenty of extras, which is fine, of those wonderful, wonderful hoppers. I'm probably going to end up using those anyway. So 1, 2, 3. Those should... These are not connecting. Why are those not connecting? That's not going to work, is it? All right, we're going to test this out because this is kind of similar in a sense to cyclic and the cables maybe just not connecting. What was that? Oh! Oh, that did the trap doors too. Oh no. That's not actually picking them up, is it? Actually, you know what we can do? We can actually just put these on the other side, by the way. Now that I'm thinking about it, we can actually just put these on this side instead. That will still activate them. Okay, so these are not connecting, which is understandable. So let's go ahead and pick those guys up. Now, before we had it set up on a hopper, so I guess let's go ahead and just use hoppers again and see if we can connect the hoppers to our other system there. So, can you just clear out? Thank you. Hopper. All right, so if that is the case, let's go ahead and grab 3 of these guys. Now, was there one over there as well? Yes. So instead of wasting resources, let's just go ahead and take the one that we have, which had a bunch of cobblestone already inside of it. Apparently. Oh, how's this looking, by the way? We should have slept also, but look at this. Check that out. So now what we can do, because we have a lot of extra storage as well now, these guys are all built up with power, which is probably a little extra than what we need anyways, and we can just sit here and drain and drain and drain all of this power. As you can see, that's not even going yet. That's not even going yet. Why is that not even going yet? Why is that not transferring in there? Is it trying to? I wonder if that's a graphical... Oh, this one's taking it. Oh, it's taking out of that one. I gotcha. So I'm assuming, I guess, once this one is done, it's going to go to one of these other ones next. Yep, so it's going to go to this one next. And then I'm assuming after that. So we have a way to charge our jetpack, which we can probably finally fill it up at some point, which is good. We'll just go ahead and kind of let that keep working. And I'll just kind of keep charging it over time because we got other work to do today. All right, let's head back down. We got our hoppers. Now, we need to do these very specifically in a sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these guys down here so we can face our hoppers that way. Now, let's see if we can use the import cables. Look at that. That's better. That's what I'm talking about. So there we go. So this should work. Turn that off. All right, that looks to be working in there. Except for the fact that it is not picking up the cobblestone this way. So why was it picking it up over there? Maybe because of the way these are facing, it doesn't work this way. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and turn that off then. So we probably need to upgrade the hoppers here then. It's fine. We can just make one of these hoppers over there instead. And if I'm not mistaken, that should pick it up. So if we set this up in such a way, we can grab one of these. And if we get our planks out, because it doesn't like pulling those out for us, we can make one of our very own hoppers. Now let's go ahead and put that in there. Notice that we have 37 times 64 plus 9. So 37 stacks of cobblestone just ready to go. And we're going to put this guy right in the middle. We won't need this guy any longer, and we will not need this guy any longer. Let's just put him down, and let's right-click on him. So we want this fast. We want to set this to a larger radius, and I'm assuming we want to turn this up a bit. Set it on that one. All right, let's try this out. Let's turn off the magnet. Try it again. Would you look at that? Well, it's kind of working. Not picking up everything at the moment. Let's see, what if we did this? Still not quite picking up everything. Might have to swap this over to the other design. Could just do 2 for now, but I think it's just because of the way these are set up now. It's a little bit more difficult for it to pick up the cobblestone when it breaks. But now the other question is the fact that this is actually picking it up, but it is also not doing anything. Did that do something? I'm not really sure what these do. And then my other question is the fact that this is actually not importing. So is it one of those ones where it says import, but it's not really an import? It's kind of like an export cable. You need to export out of it kind of thing. I always get it confused because there's some mods that do that and there's some mods that don't. It's so strange how some of those work. So let's go ahead and make up these instead. Let's go ahead and see if that works, because all that cobblestone, we might... This is going to be loud, by the way. Okay, let's go ahead and put this guy down here, and let's take a look now. Alright, so there we go. So we have a little bit more of a... We're going to have to put a stack upgrade in there as well. I think we can actually do that. It's going to probably take a little bit of redstone, it looks like. The speed upgrade is definitely one you can do as well, but a stack upgrade should be good enough for this if it actually works. So let's go ahead and put a stack upgrade inside. So that's actually not even, it's not even pulling it out. Wait, hold on, is it? I'm not really sure. Dang, do you hear this thing going? It's crazy. That is a good cobblestone generator. Now, here's the plan anyways. I didn't quite get to the fact of that. So it looks like that's not even, yeah, it's not even transferring. So let's just go ahead and turn it off for now. Let's go ahead and show you guys what I want to do, because I might have to poke around with this a little bit. It seems like this was, I really thought it was going to work the way I wanted it to, and it is obviously not quite working. We might need something a little bit better, and this is weird. I'll just do that for now. It's fine. So anyways, the plan of the whole matter is we're going to need to set up a whole bunch of these on a different side, which we'll probably do maybe over here or in a brand new area. So let's go ahead and put this down for now. And let's go ahead and check out our chemical dissolver. We're going to grab him. We're going to put him down here. And we're going to go ahead and put our small solar panel. Let's just put him on top. Actually, that doesn't even look good. It looks awful, actually. This should be able to transfer power this way, correct? Yes. So we are getting power in now. And not a ton of power, but it's passive, and that's perfectly fine. And here is our plan. We are going to take with this, and what I'm going to go ahead and do, let's just grab a few hoppers for just kind of some very basic automation. Doesn't allow items to draw in from it from other hoppers output. Same properties. Do we have like a vacuum anything? Like an area of effect, like just pick up everything? Because that other hopper is not quite... Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to change it up. I think I'm going to have to mix it up. That way we can just use regular hoppers. Anyways, so we got a couple of regular hoppers. I just wanted to check something real quick. Let's grab you. We're going to pick him up for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab a hopper. We're going to pop him on top. And with that, we're going to hold shift. We're going to put him on top of you. That's going to start filtering the cobblestone down into this guy. And what this is going to do, if you notice, we are slow. We're still getting power in, it looks like. It looks like this might actually keep up. So what this is actually doing, this is dissolving the cobblestone into raw resources, which we will get a couple different types of things like iron and tungsten, and probably more than that. And then we will end up filtering this out afterwards into a system to automatically sort it for us, probably one different than this one. That way it's not hooked up to this. Maybe have a separate storage network as well. But for now, let's just grab a chest. And we can just kind of let that run. Now this is kind of one of those things where this is going to make us resources and we can just set it and forget it. Now as you can tell, This is actually gaining power. It's still utilizing everything. And we'll probably want to make 2 sets of these. That way this is actually going to go pretty quickly for us. So we'll go ahead and grab our chest. Let's place it down. Come underneath. Now there's better ways of getting resources out of this if you put a little extra work into it. With things like stone, I believe if you take a look at it, you will actually get more resources out of it if you use things like stone. And there's actually a way you can go through and do that and cook things up super easy and for free using Create to get us even better resources much, much easier. So just having the ability to take stone, right click on it, click on the chemical dissolver. If you can take a look here, there's something here. I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe that's just a missing texture. I don't think it is. Maybe that's just the percentage of a chance of getting one of these, and then this is the percentage out of that of getting that. So as you can see, there's silicon dioxide, gold, iron, aluminum, which you can use this to turn into iron as well, chemical combiner, iron oxide, iron disulfide. So a lot of chemical things, and you can even use 16 of these to create yourself an iron ingot. And that is where the chemical combiner comes into play that we already crafted up. So as you can see here, this is kind of like sieving in a sense. We have a free amount of cobblestone coming in, and once I finish setting it up, that is, we have a free amount of cobblestone coming in. We have a free set of power, and we're just getting free resources. It's not a ton of resources at once, but it's still free resources. And these are actually easy to make and easy to set up, which means we can do probably more. I mean, in fact, didn't we make another one of these? No, we didn't. But I could go ahead and make up another one. Not a big deal. In fact, we could make two more. So we can just put these here and do something like this, and then just have another one sending out and over, which the hopper, I think, will still send downwards. Wait. Oh, because you don't do backspace as well. Okay. And I did it again. And I did it again. So if we move this guy now, which is going to pick up all that cobblestone, by the way, we can put this one down, put that one over. And if I'm not mistaken, once this fills up, but I don't know if these are going to be fast enough to do it. If this would fill up over time, we would be able to have this also pushed down to this one, if I'm not mistaken. So unfortunately, that's not going to really work out too well for us here. So I might just have to have like a different method of doing this. I wonder what I could put up here to have this transfer over as well. There's probably a way of doing it, but if you just take a look at all the resources that we're getting in, which is not bad, we can use this to craft actual tungsten ingots, which is awesome. We can use this to craft nickel, obviously. Silicon dioxide we can use for sand, and even crafting more cobble, and stone even. So we can use that to repurpose it. Now, if we take a look real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at cobblestone inside of the chemical dissolver. As you can see, the 96% here, I'm not really sure what that means, but all these numbers are a lot lower here than what the actual stone is. So kind of get an idea real quick. You see most of them are under 1%. If we type in stone now, on the other hand, we have a lot better chance of getting items from stone than that. So what we can do is we can even use a cobblestone one to just generate us. We take this guy, which we can just put here for now. He'll still probably end up gaining a little bit of power, as you can see here. And if I'm not mistaken, so that's making flint. Let's go ahead and hit pause real quick. Let's see, silicon dioxide. So stone would go in the top center. So there we go. So we could lock the recipe. It'll show you the target, which it'll only input items into this slot of this, and then you just hit resume, and there you go. Free stone. Look at that. Then we just use this, and we can cycle this back down through. Look how fast that goes through when you just put it in. So if we have a faster way of transferring items, which I'm sure we can figure out in the next couple episodes, this is going to be a very big deal, but I wanted to show it off a little bit, get our cobblestone generator kind of up and running. I'll show you guys what I'm going to come up with. I really thought this was going to work, so I apologize for that. But at least we got that. We got our charging station set up. We are looking pretty good. This whole build is kind of starting to feel a little bit more automated tech-like. It's It's pretty nice, actually. So there we go. Alright guys, well that's gonna do it for today. It's gonna wrap up today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out, lets me know you guys are still enjoying the series. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put in the comment section down below. And we'll catch you back in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.